Well, thanks guys. Welcome to a very wet and rainy day just outside San Antonio in Texas. We're here to test drive this. It's the brand new Kia Seltos, an entry-level SUV. But is it a real SUV or is it just a jacked up wagon?
Kia has been hitting it out of the park with their lineup of SUVs. The Telluride was my crossover SUV of the year, and Kia is still having a hard time keeping them in stock. So, their new Seltos has some big shoes to fill. Kia wanted to combine modern styling and sophisticated design with well-engineered capability. Just take a look. They seem to have succeeded.
Up front of the new Seltos, you'll find harmonized Beats headlights. You'll also find the Tiger Nose grille, which Kias are so famous for. Plus, there's some hidden diamond matrix patterns up front, which make this vehicle look very masculine and rugged.
The new Seltos slots between the well-known Soul and the Sportage. But does the all-wheel drive make it more capable?
Now, is the new Seltos all-wheel drive capable of going to the campsite? Yes, it absolutely is. We're driving off-road amongst the deer here in Texas, and this vehicle is doing its job up hills and through some very muddy terrain.
Many competitors in the class are limited by the tech they can put in a vehicle for around $20,000.
The Seltos has one of the largest screens on the inside with 10.25 inches, 12 of the best safety features. You can also attach 2 Bluetooth devices to the vehicle, and it also gives you the option of wireless charging. Now, the cool thing about the infotainment screen is the fact that you can actually split it and have your information divided into 2 parts.
I've driven cars in this class and they are shamefully uninspiring on the inside. And since we spend most of our time on the inside of our cars, this is most important.
One of the things that Kia wanted to do with the new Seltos is make it not boring, and they've done that because a lot of these entry-level SUVs are very cheaply put together. But this one has an awful lot of equipment on the inside and a lot of features that you wouldn't find at something that starts around $22,000.
Many people buy SUVs because they need more room to haul stuff.
So many entry-level SUVs have absolutely no space in the back. It's not true with the Seltos. It actually has almost 63 cubic feet of space. It's a flat load floor, plus the back seats load flat, so you can go to the hardware store over the weekend and load up with all your project materials.
The last thing we do is to test drive these vehicles, but that's the one thing that's the most important feature when buying a new vehicle.
Now, I was expecting this vehicle to be a bit light and tinny on the drive, but it's not. It's wide, it's well planted, it's easy to drive. There are 3 different drive modes, and I think the fun thing about the drive mode, if you rotate through the different modes, they have a normal, smart, which is probably what you would call eco in a lot of other vehicles, and the sports driving mode. Now, the sports driving mode actually makes the vehicle perform a little bit more excitedly. The other cool thing about this vehicle is it does have a good top speed. I've managed to get it about 96 miles an hour on a closed course, of course. However, I think I could probably top it at 100 if I really tried.
The Kia Seltos also gives you choices.
Now, are you a light person or a dark person? The Seltos has 2 different interiors, a light and a dark interior. They've done a really good job of defining this inside as easily usable, especially for the rear seat passengers. In fact, in the back, the rear seats recline, and there's also USB ports in the back. Plus, this is the first time that Kia have ever had a Bose sound system in one of their vehicles.
Not only choices with the interior, but also the engine.
2 different engine choices in the brand new Seltos. You can have a 2-litre, which outputs 146 horsepower, or step it up to the more sporty 1.6-litre, which outputs 175 horsepower and has a turbo on it, and is mated to a 7-speed DCT transmission.
The Seltos is inspiring, capable, and definitely not boring.
Brand new Kia Seltos starts at just under $22,000. The best fuel economy you'll get is 34 miles a gallon on the highway. It's at dealerships right now in a very rainy Texas. I'm Nik Miles.